Hey guys, so I just got back from the bike ride to my neighborhood pond. It's about like 15 minutes away. And the weirdest thing just happened. And it's only happened sort of once other time in my life. But that time was with a squirrel. But this time was with there's this crazy driver driving really quickly through the street, and the speed limit is 20, so it's not supposed to be that fast. This guy was like rushing really quickly. And then here's this group of five ducks. So imagine each finger as like a duck. So he just like smashed into them and they went flying everywhere. At least four of the ducks got smashed to the side. Um, and they quickly ran back to the pond. And then one of the ducks got smashed into the front of the car, got then it got knocked up and flew to the windshield of the car, stayed there for a little while and then flew backwards and got knocked off to the ground. So then I was left with this duck that couldn't walk, so it couldn't move its leg at all, um, and was just flapping its wings on the ground. So I went to it, it flapped its wings to the middle of the street again, so I went to the other side so that it would flap to its wings until it reached the sidewalk. So by then it was kind of just screwed up. It was bleeding. It had a little like a bleeding patch on its back, and I think it broke its spine, which is why it couldn't it couldn't walk or couldn't move its legs. Then I tried to pick it up, and it was just flapping like crazy until it stopped flapping, and I picked it up. And I tried to ride the bike, but at that time it was still kind of wiggly, so I was afraid of dropping it. So I walked it with my arms in my arms, like halfway the distance back. Then I decided just to, since it stopped flapping like crazy, I decided just to get on the bike and just ride as far, or just ride the entire way back. But then I noticed his head starting to droop. So it was just like coming, it was like awake and dead and awake and dead, and eventually just his head just like, it just started to hang. And then I looked at it, put it on the ground, and it flapped a little more, and then it just died. So this is like this crazy driver. I didn't get his license plate. I didn't see who it was. It was really quick. He just like it's just from the glimpse. It just seemed like he sped up when he hit the group of ducks. I mean, that's like what kind of guy is that crazy that you wouldn't wait 30 minutes or 30 minutes no 30 seconds to wait for a group of ducks to cross. That's the kind of people we have here. We have nutcases who don't care about life at all. So I asked my mom about it, and she said I should have quickly looked at his license plate and just reported him. I mean, to most people, I don't think you guys care much about ducks. Um, of course, by the human standard, we're supposedly much greater than they are, much more valuable. So if I reported it to any police or anything, they probably wouldn't care anyways. But still, just for the sake of good morals, wait for a group of ducks to cross. Don't just run into them like you don't care. I don't have a video of it. Usually I carry my pen, but I didn't carry it at this time. And even if I did have my pen with me at the time, it was too fast to record. So if um, that was an interesting morning, a really interesting morning. And this was just a regular brownish duck. It's the common duck. I think the female mallard or version of the mallard. I don't know what they're called. Just the duck we see walking around every day. Uh, yeah, that was sad. The only other time I saw it was with the squirrel, and that was a few years ago, I think, back in 10th grade. And I just found this squirrel on the ground. Took it back to my house, gave it some food, and it died again. And the next morning, there was maggots all over it. So that was disgusting. And my mom wanted to eat the duck, so I asked her, and she was like, you could eat this duck. And I was like, okay, so I left it halfway, but after it died. So, and we don't have a car, so she was like, nah, just forget about it. Okay, bye.